All right, Ralo, thank you for joining us.
I'm very welcome to join y'all.
So tell me about your upbringing.
My upbringing, I come from a community called The Bluff in Atlanta. It has the highest crime rate in Atlanta. And I wouldn't say it was a rough childhood because it was abnormal to us because that's where we were from and that's how we knew. I started selling drugs at a young age. Before I was selling drugs, I was selling CDs, bootleg CDs and DVDs from the Africans at the African shop. I'd get them for $1.25 and go sell them for probably $3, sometimes $2 for $5. And then I started selling drugs. I got into the drug business real heavy. And then after I stopped selling drugs, I started rapping. I invested my money in rap.
Now, you said it's dangerous where you grew up, right? So what, did you ever decide to do something different, veer away from the dangers?
I wouldn't say, only reason why I'm saying it's dangerous now is because I go other places and I start getting familiar with other people and their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't dangerous to me because it was just normal. It was just the thing to do. It was just everyday life. So when I got older, as I grew older and I started living in other different places and places in Atlanta and started going to the subdivisions and suburbs and stuff, I started to notice this ain't what's going on everywhere.
Now, there's that Netflix movie, and I know you've probably been asked this 100 times, but Snow the Bluff, right?
I actually just tried to look at that movie the day before yesterday. I never seen that movie before. I never seen it because I know the dude that actually shot the movie. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't doing no robbing. He never was a robber.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really get in tune to it because he my partner.
Right. Do you think it's an accurate depiction of the area?
No, ma'am. I actually think that in the Bluff, it's more so of hustling, like drug dealing. A lot of narcotics being sold. We're the heroin capital of America. You know what I'm saying? The Bluff was the heroin capital of the world. Of America for approximately 7 to 8 years. So more so, it wasn't a lot of robbery going on. It was more so of a lot of hustling, a lot of drug dealing. And where I came from, my dad and my people didn't teach me to rob.
Right.
So.
And your father was much older than your mother.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what did he instill in you, as far as he lived, you know?
Him and I wasn't really close at all. I really didn't ever have a father figure in my life. He had a lot of money from my ages of 1 to probably about 8 years of age. He went broke after that. And once the old head go broke, once the sugar daddy go broke, he's not useful. So he wasn't useful anymore, and my mama kicked him to the curb. So after that, I really didn't see him no more, and probably when I was about 12, 13 years of age, he had passed away.
What was his occupation?
His occupation was a Kingpin drug dealer. He was a Kingpin. He made a lot of money, but as you get 60, 70 years old, it just ain't no point in hustling like that no more. He was hustling all his life. So.
Do you think you followed in his footsteps, because he was a kingpin?
Yes. Because I was around the people, and all his clientele knew me as his son. So it was it almost chose you, and it just chose me because they were just waiting for me to get some dope to supply them with. So as I grow older, the clientele was already attached to me because they basically raised me. We stayed in the same household all these years, and they rode the bike with me. They was my babysitter. They was my nanny. And when it was time for me to step up to the plate, it was more so of a relationship than just business. It wasn't really, more importantly, being a consumer. We had a bond.
In another interview, you referred to your mom as, your mother and father's relationship as a sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship.
Yes, that's correct. My mother was probably around 30, 32 years of age when I was born. And my father was like 52, 53 years old, so he had her about 20 some years or whatnot. And she basically tell you that. And my mother, like, she real heavy on money, like she need her money. So I'm her sugar daddy right now. So she real strong on that. Like, she came from that era where men took care of women. You know, towards nowadays, like, the women seems to be taking care of the man nowadays.
So how does your mom feel about you calling her sugar baby?
It wasn't until I got to the point in the age that I'm in now, and I see younger females or females of my generation doing the same thing that she did, that rung the bell up and put the light in my head. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no secret. You know what I'm saying? It's very obvious. You know what I'm saying? I learned. I'm older now, and I see what was really going on. Cause I always wanted to know, you know how you go to school and they have Father and Son Day. I didn't really want to bring my father to school because he was so old, and everybody else's father was young. You know what I'm saying? And then at that time and period when it was time to go to Father and Son Days, he was broke by then. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't able to keep himself up, and it almost would be embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody father looking all nice and neat, and father son looking alike, and him and I was never able to do that because we was in two different whole worlds. You know what I'm saying? He was not only old, but he was from Mississippi, and you know, by him being from Mississippi, he was like kind of late on fashion and stuff like that, very late, and he was old, so it kind of messed up the whole thing.